Welcome to the Focused on Japan podcast. Today we are reviewing a number of news that happened recently. Did you guys read the news?
I did.
I did read the news. It looked delicious, to
Yes.
say the least.
Yeah, that's another way to put it.
Absolutely
You have an
wonderful.
interesting way of,
Very
taste there.
descriptive. Baha, did you
No.
read the news? Okay,
This is the
well
thing.
let me let you know. So 7-Eleven apologizes for cockroaches in onigiri rice balls.
Oh, that's important.
That's very important.
That's important.
That's very important. Have you ever experienced that before?
No, but I feel more comfortable now
There's-
because of the news. So
Sleep safer at night knowing there's no more
Yeah.
cockroaches in the
It's done.
onigiri, right?
Not a problem anymore.
Yeah.
So I'll give you the rundown. There was thousands of rice balls,
Uh-huh.
right, that could have potentially had cockroaches.
Yeah.
There were only 2 customers that found cockroaches inside them,
Yeah.
and it was the pickled plum shiso. Is
I-
that your
I
favorite
never-
one?
I never had that.
It's
Yeah.
not your favorite.
Tuna mayonnaise.
Okay.
They're,
Okay, well,
they're
good.
pretty safe for the foreigners because they're like pickled plum. We're like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
If there's
Hard
plum,
pass.
I don't-
Yeah,
so,
the umeboshi ones are, they're a little bit better, but the pickled plum,
That one's tough.
No.
That one's tough.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
maybe with karage, I can have it.
Fair
Not
enough.
by
Yeah,
itself.
the
Not by
the
itself.
contrasting flavors. Yeah. I feel that.
see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So thankfully, it was in the same store, if that helps. And it was in Saitama. So this is very different because it doesn't happen in Japan at all. And
where do you live in though? Saitama?
me?
Huh.
Yeah, I'm in Saitama.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
but I didn't.
Just
A near
by.
miss, like near death experience over here. Oh,
Yeah, he's like, wait a
geez.
minute. I think you have experience with it. No, I wish they would have said the store, like which store. But I think for like privacy.
No,
concerns.
yeah, absolutely, because they don't want people to like avoid that store moving forward.
Correct.
So
Where's
they keep that.
Saitama was where the manufacturing facility was. I looked up a little information. It looked like the store was in Omiya, I believe, in Saitama.
Where did you
Yeah,
get that information?
wait,
Oh,
wait.
you're talking big because of the factory.
Yeah, the factory was in
factory's
Saitama,
Omiya.
and
Correct.
then
The store is in Omiya, but the factory
Correct.
distribution center.
Yeah, yeah.
The packaging factory.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Omiya
yeah.
factory inside. Yep. So what I want to know, very briefly, Aaron, I'll start with you. If you were one of the customers to find a cockroach, how would you have responded?
Oh my goodness. It's just disgusting. First off, I would take it straight to, of course, the store clerk and be like,
Okay.
"Yo, what's up with this?"
Okay, and they wouldn't understand you,
Yes,
by the way.
and they would. And after that, I would probably try and get on some sort of phone line with them, just to see what can be done, because 7-Eleven is a huge company here.
Sure,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have a division where they have some sort of English, personnel there.
Hopefully,
Because it is originally an American company, but that doesn't mean necessarily that they have English-speaking staff here, though they probably do. But yeah, no, I would. Oh man,
So
I
you would
want
just file a
free.
complaint?
I would file a complaint. I
So
would
you
want
do the
free
same
onigiri for at least a year. Just
I mean, that's quite the payout. Are you willing to eat one roach onigiri for free onigiri for a year? I mean, like,
I wouldn't be willing to eat
Nah.
it.
I mean, they
I'd be willing
spotted
to
it.
stay
They spotted it beforehand.
so-
I
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
So
No,
Baha,
I'm
what
kidding.
about
I
you?
did give coupons or
It's
something.
like, I don't think you can find anyone to talk about this in Japan. Like if you call 7-Eleven, you just need to talk to like 10 minutes to the computer first. If you get through that somehow, there is someone, sorry, I need to ask to my senpai.
So you would do that? You would file a
No,
complaint?
I wouldn't
or-
do that. If I start complaining, it's
Okay.
at least like 2 hours.
Okay, so it's not worth it for you.
It's not gonna worth it.
So what would you do?
Like, probably I would just avoid the shop. And
Okay,
I will tell
okay.
everyone.
Okay.
oh, yeah, that's
This happened. So
Yeah.
like, it shouldn't be only me
Yeah.
getting discussed.
I see.
Disgusted by
Yeah,
this.
yeah. We wanna share the disgust.
So people should get disgusted. It's not just me.
Interesting.
Yeah. For example,
enough.
when I
Okay.
get sick, I
Uh-huh.
just
So everyone
talk
should
to
get sick.
yeah. I talk to my friends more because so we get sick together.
That's a very different. It's not something I would do.
It's
but
not something what
it's-
Japanese do. Like Japan.
The thing though is that the problem though with this event is that it's
Uh-huh.
not the store's problem so much.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
they
not-
concluded that it did take place in the manufacturing process,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they shut down the line. They cleaned everything. It was so
Yeah.
Japanese about it. They're like, no, guys, you don't understand.
Yeah.
We tore this facility apart. Hand sanitizer everywhere. Okay, like you're gonna get really sterile tasting
Yes, they
onigiri for the
should.
next 6 months.
You should.
Just like yeah.
That company it tanked their stock. Apparently, this news.
Yeah.
yeah, by
Yeah.
like 8 or 9%, and then with even 7-Eleven, it dropped it by about 1%. And so I feel bad for 7-Eleven a little bit because it's just it's only one of their one of their suppliers. You know?
Yeah, but it's very there's that culture of like biting the bullet and just public apology here where they're just like, no, we can't let this slide. Like if this happened in America, like literally not even on 7th page news, right? Oh, fucking news flash, like someone found a cockroach at 7-Eleven, like 0. No one cares. No one cares. In fact, I'm pretty sure all like the rotisserie hot dogs are at least comprised of like 20% cockroach meat, if I'm perfectly honest, right?
That's not
But what would you do though in that situation?
So first of all is I'd go to the bathroom, pull my hair back, and I'd just like violently projectile vomit into the toilet.
Fair enough.
Okay.
And so that's step
For
one.
just looking at it though. For just
Oh
looking.
no, yeah. If I bit in, okay, we'd have a different thing. No, just finding it. Oh,
dry
man. Like, yeah, you get the. like, no,
Thank you
but
for
you know, just for the expert audio quality for all of our listeners at home, they need the full experience of that sweet.
your experience is more clear now.
Yes,
Like,
it's all about clarity.
Okay.
But
All right.
no,
great.
I would honestly like I'd throw it in the garbage. No, the American in me, I'd make it a legal issue. I'd take a picture and post it on social media. And no, that's a lie. I wouldn't do that. It sounds fun to say right now, but
So what would you actually do in reality?
what I would
in
actually do in reality, honestly, probably nothing. I'd probably throw it away and call it good because
Okay, well, that's
everything
fair.
else is
That's
a big.
honest.
It's a big
That's honest.
hassle.
Okay.
It's a big hassle
Okay,
to
that's
go
fair.
through all that kind
And
of
I
stuff.
think a lot of people would do that. To be
I think so too.
Yeah.
Which is why I think it was probably a lot more than 2. Those are the 2 people who actually called in on it, which means it was probably like 10 times that, maybe more, and the vast majority just kept to themselves and said, oh, that's gross, threw it away, end of story.
Yeah.
So
no,
that's what
agree.
I think.
I agree. I think maybe I would. No, honestly, I probably just would have made a video about it.
This
Yeah,
is
the
like,
content,
oh, you know.
content, man.
Yeah.
Content.
Like,
Let's
could
go.
you believe that you can
TikTok.
find a cockroach in an
there's your next
onigiri in
10 million
Japan?
view video.
Would you
there.
believe it is snuggled tightly into the wrapper, laying down for the long sleep before it embraces the sweet?
Exactly. He's creating the script for me.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
There you go.
no,
Beautiful.
that's what I would
Writes
do
itself.
probably. If I wasn't doing content creation, I would just bring it up to them. But as you mentioned, I wouldn't be on the phone, waiting 2 hours or anything.
Man, it just doesn't I always
Yeah.
give up.
That's a fair
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, no, that's really good.
really
So
is.
then let me go to this part. When it comes to the company, do you think that they managed it well?
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me? Again, probably managing the best is to just do nothing. Just be quiet. Let anything that happens flow through the news cycle. Say, put out a statement. If a reporter comes to you, we can either confirm or deny. We're looking into it, and just let it disappear. That is the number one best practice for just like going under the radar, because the news cycle is so quick now. It's going to be forgot about in like 2 days, gone. But in terms of like handling the Japanese way, to like take full responsibility and make sure it doesn't happen again, full points, 1,000%,
Yeah.
so good.
They were very swift about it.
They were.
Oh
I do
yeah,
applaud them.
the same day.
Very-
Yeah.
The same
Very
day.
quick.
It was
They
insane.
shut down the
Yeah.
line and were like,
Yeah.
no, this is not acceptable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they said they recalled thousands of rice balls, and that was up to 2,000 rice balls sold at roughly 370 stores in the prefecture. I think that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next one. So we have AI to create a song for school in Mie Prefecture. So one of the things that it says here is the reason why they're doing this, schools are reorganizing in response to a declining population. They said that studying school songs using AI technology is something that they are looking into, and that it fits Japan's unique school culture. So I found that very interesting. What I want to know is, in your opinion, but I'd like to hear you speak a little more. How does the declining population lead to AI-generated songs? Where's the connect there, in your opinion?
Like, how does it relate it with the population?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. If you don't know, that's fine. That's fine. We're having a discussion.
Because I actually like the culture that like elementary school and junior high, they have their own unique songs.
Yeah,
So
That's true.
So everyone on that school like graduates is like every 50 years, like every generation, they know the song.
Yeah.
I don't know how is it in States, but like I never seen that.
No, that's definitely cool.
In the States,
Yeah.
we don't
No.
have that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like also in Turkey, it's like we talk about it like we have the national anthem. That's it.
Mm.
We don't have like the school anthem.
I
So
see.
like
No,
I
that's
think
true.
It's
Yeah.
That's
beautiful.
very
It's
true.
beautiful. I don't care if it's
Unique
like
to Japan.
AI or not, but I think it's beautiful culture.
Why do you think they would shift to AI though? I mean,
That's
granted,
the
to be
thing.
fair,
Yeah.
it does say that it would be made with the school officials and the parents and the residents involved. So they'll all be coming together to help produce this AI song. But why don't you think why are they doing this now?
Yeah, that's the thing. Actually, yesterday I was checking up on that AI generated songs,
Okay.
how to do it and stuff. It's so easy. It's much easier and time saving. So I think it's logical to make it over AI.
I'm
It's
surprised that this is coming
from
I
Japan.
agree.
Yeah, that's like
and in Mie though.
yeah.
Like why Mie? That's the thing
There's
that
a
stood out
couple
to
of
me.
He mentioned that it's easier, which means it's less expensive. So
Yes.
schools are already on a tight budget. But this is also a new school in this birth of this AI world that we're starting to be part of.
Yeah, for
Yeah, I think
2026.
I think the timing is the
think
thing
it's a
there. They're kind
combination
of wide,
that-
and it's a way to like get publicity, right? Like we're talking about this random school there, who's doing this. So I think timing is a big one there. You know, just
Absolutely.
kind of getting like nationalized on their school. You know, of course we all love to have the public view on us. It's great. But yeah, so I think that's probably the big thing. But I like the conversation about like why we're doing AI, why like the declining population leads to use of AI, and kind of like the problems I see with AI moving forward. Because yeah, I mean, of course, Japan, like we all know, like it's all our fault. None of us have kids here. We're the villains in this story. Okay, we should be pumped. I should have had kids 10 years ago. Guess who hasn't? This guy. All right, completely my fault, single-handedly. But yeah, because like there's this declining population, the workforce is aging out, and like this is a huge problem for like every industry. And we see like Hollywood looking to like AI and all this stuff right now, even stateside. And I'm
Yeah,
sure
everyone
like
is.
yeah, everyone's looking at that. But the thing that worries me is that we've discovered reasonably recently that yes, AI is impressive in some ways, but it is at this particular point essentially a party trick. Like it is just like these linguistic models that make you think it's making like a sentence that has no idea what it's saying, like 0%. Like you can't teach an AI what it means to like have a hand or what it means to like fall in love for the first time, and it just strings together words and stuff that roughly make a sentence. And the problem is it's very good when it's just learning from us humans and it can replicate it really well, but now there's more and more AI generated stuff out there, and it starts learning from other AI, and it spirals into where it's just delivering gibberish.
So let me ask you, why
Yeah.
Mie?
Why?
In your opinion.
I think it's just the timing. They're building a new school
I mean,
right.
they're not the only one. There's probably other,
Oh, no,
other
there's
schools
other
being
ones.
built in other,
Again,
Tokyo,
I don't.
Osaka, Fukuoka.
Yeah, other schools building the or using AI. Hold on one second. You know, ordering cola.
He's like, this is not strong enough.
This is an awful idea because my mouth is parched and I'm just like sitting here drinking the sugar and I'm like getting my tongue stuck in the roof of my mouth. I'm like, oh no.
I've got this very light beer here, and it's doing the same thing for me.
I'm-
I'm like, I want my soda water.
Right? Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Man, Mie is the most developed prefecture in Japan.
Are you just saying that I say it?
I'm just saying it.
Okay,
I just
okay.
want
Most
everyone to know
developed?
that
Yeah,
I
most
have this
developed.
particular trivia knowledge.
It's the
I'd say
fact.
Tokyo
It's the
is
fact.
probably the
It's
most
just
developed.
they are the like most
Like, how's that
visionary
possible?
ones.
Oh, the most
obviously.
visionary.
The most
Ah.
visionary, obviously.
That's
They're
Maybe,
just-
Fair,
Yeah.
fair.
maybe.
Fair.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious as to how if other schools are going to replicate this.
Have you been to Mie?
Unfortunately, not.
Have you?
I have not been to Mie.
Where is Mie?
I don't know. I haven't been there.
Mie, it's like it sounds so familiar, but somehow I have no idea. Like,
I'm
but
sure it's like nowhere.
yeah, I
you
feel
know?
like I know,
No, I
but
think
like
it's
I've
near,
heard of
I
it.
don't know.
Near
Nanka.
Kobe.
God, oh, this
Nanka.
Around there. I think I could be wrong.
So.
Hey, we don't haze people for random
Yeah.
Japanese interjections at this table, man.
Yeah.
Not in this dojo. Come
I was
on.
agreeing with him. I said so.
It was the tone. It was the tone.
So.
Okay, it's actually near Osaka.
Yeah.
Osaka, Nara, Mie.
I figured.
Oh, so they
Okay.
gotta watch out. They
Ah.
gotta watch out for cockroaches in their onigiri over in there in Mie.
No,
Okay, you
it's
gotta.
Saitama.
Yeah, only Saitama.
Mie-
How many
Mie
minutes
is
do we
fine.
have?
4.
Four.
Oh,
Okay,
we're
let's skip
doing
on
good.
to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, we have the last one here.
Let's go.
So this one here, it says that more students studying abroad despite having to bear higher costs.
Okay.
I found this to be very interesting. The article says that after 3 years of pent-up frustration, students are now, going abroad. The thing that it mentions here, though, I think this is key. It says families are aggressively supporting the students, even
Yes.
with the higher cost of flights and living overseas. It continues to go on about saying that also that they are. Let me see. That students are choosing to go abroad immediately instead of doing their job search.
Yep.
These
That's
are
a shift.
Japanese students going abroad.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for the clarification. That is correct. They're saying in terms of the cost for international flight has been an increase between 20 to 40%.
That checks out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming that they're just referring to the Japanese yen, and if so, that's even worse because
The article
yen
mentions
has
both.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah.
twofold problem. Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So I do think it's separate. So it's 20 to 40% in general, just on the Japanese yen, I assume. And then they're saying that the yen is weaker up to 75% of its value from 4 years ago. So that's well over 40% in terms
Well,
of the overall.
the price of the flights is 20 to 40% higher in general.
Yes.
Like USD, for example.
Right.
Whereas in addition to that, you have the decline of the strength of the yen. So that's another that it used to be 25%, almost stronger, 22ish% stronger 4 years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't
It's
remind me
worse.
of the good
I
old days, my
know.
friend. I
That's when
remember
I moved
withdrawing
here.
like Gomayan and just it only cost me like $400. I just pulled each Mayan out of the Aether, just boom. Oh, I want to go back. All right, sorry, please.
But that's what's going on. So here's my question. Caleb,
yes.
if you were the parent and you had also to be fair, it says that the families are aggressively supported, so obviously the money's coming from the family.
Sure.
Okay, so they have some wealth. The article continues to show that say that children from families that do not have enough are deciding to abandon the plans to study abroad, which is not surprising.
No.
Right. So if you had, I'm not gonna ask the question if you had money, because I think we would all probably say yes.
Yeah, of course.
But if you were struggling a bit, you could probably send your kid abroad, but it's really gonna cost you. It's gonna be really tight. So if you were the parent, you had limited means, would you aggressively support your kids studying abroad? How important is that to you?
I tell you what, I just spent almost 3 years locked them inside one house with them in Japan, a teeny Japanese apartment. I'm getting those kids out. They are going to another country, man. Like we're sending them. But I mean, like all like humor aside, yeah, I would really want. I would be willing to make personal sacrifice for my children to get them abroad, to experience other things, to have those experiences, to gain those language skills. I mean, of course, I know because I did all those things already, so I understand the value. So yes, to answer your question, absolutely. Even at personal, like, financial sacrifice, I would absolutely send my children abroad.
Correct,
Even in
correct.
these sorts of kind of tumultuous economic environment. Absolutely.
Yeah, and just to be clear, the question is not that if you would be almost in poverty.
No.
It's you can do it, but you're really going to feel the pain.
Sure,
Right.
sure.
So it's that. What about you?
Okay. Firstly, it's important. Even like it's wherever it is same, but like even especially in Japan, you can clearly distinguish people who goes to abroad and who doesn't. It's different people. Not like so. Like I think it's really important.
Yeah.
Like, people
Some of the audience might not understand what you said. Can you elaborate on that a
Okay.
little more?
For example, like when you talk to a Japanese,
Okay.
pure Japanese person, let's say pure, if it's offended or something, like
don't
pure
worry
Japanese
about it. Don't
person,
worry.
and the person who goes to abroad, like for university or something, like the person who stays here all the time, it's firstly shy, and secondly, it's like it's less communicative. Somehow, it's also they impress themselves really less than the people who goes abroad. Like, but the people who goes abroad, they have more self-esteem.
Yeah.
They speak more clearly. They tell what they want. They just get international.
But you're just comparing between people who study abroad versus not. Are you comparing Japanese who study abroad
It's
and
in
Japanese
general
who don't?
also.
Okay, we'll run it for about 5 minutes and then we're going to
Okay.
end the podcast.
Okay. I cannot do both things at the same
No,
time.
you don't
sorry.
have to put 5 minutes. I already have it in my head.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So, what was your question? In Japan, it's
Yes.
more clear. That's what I'm saying. It's everywhere else. It's the same. They have their own culture and stuff. Everyone has their own culture, but like in Japan, it's just more clear because, let's say, in America, it's like self-esteem and everything. Let's say 5, out of 10. But it's one of the maximum countries in the world. But in Japan, it's 0. That's the thing. It's like their minimum is already low.
Okay.
So it just doesn't. So the difference gets higher in Japan.
Okay, so let me ask you then more directly. Then, if you were the parent, what would you do?
I would do everything to send my kids away.
Okay. Okay.
Like-
Regardless if you were in Japan or Turkey.
Yeah.
Does the country
Yeah.
make a difference?
No.
Okay.
Like especially in Turkey, I will definitely.
Oh, so you feel more incentivized.
Yeah,
to-
like
why is
definitely.
that?
Because
that?
somehow, like, okay, let's talk about like Turkey or like even in Japan, it's the same. Like, as long as until they go abroad,
Okay.
they don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
They think like everyone thinks like this, the lifestyle I'm having, it's great.
Yeah.
Because they don't have anything to compare.
Okay.
For
No, that's a really good
So
point.
it's like it's their default settings. It's not good, but they think that it's okay because it's their default settings. Like if the country I'm living is dangerous, or I don't know, stressful, they don't know because their stressful default settings is
Yeah.
already high.
No, that's a good point. Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair.
For example, I'm sorry. Like for example, like any Japanese person when they leave
Okay.
abroad, they're like, "Oh, it's not safe. It's not." They feel this because
Yeah,
they.
they could see the difference.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. This is
Okay.
something. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Actually, I was going to ask you for your opinion on this one.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I'm really curious how you would view this certain scenario.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Obviously, it depends on how many kids, but going back to the original question, regardless of the amount of kids, if it's really going to put me at a very tight situation, I have to see the value. You know, what are they actually going to get from this? Is it going to be like a vacation for them?
Okay.
Are they just going to go over there and just have fun? Because I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying for your vacation.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh man,
'Cause,
you're
like-
coming in a little harsh there.
No,
Gene.
that
I mean,
makes
okay.
sense.
I'm
Because
not.
the reason I ask is because the culture in America is the question is not so much sending your kid abroad; it's which university in the states, generally speaking.
Yeah,
Are
exactly.
you going to send? Are you going to send them
Correct.
out of state or in state? Are they going to
Correct.
be in a city nearby, or are they going to be on the other side of the state? 'Cause
Correct,
One
correct.
state is huge.
Yes.
In the U.S.
It really
So-
depends on. So I'll speak with them. You know, what are you gonna do? What university? What are you gonna study? Why? Why not here in your country? Your own country. You were born here in Japan. Even if I know the benefits, all
Right, right.
So I'm not saying I wouldn't say don't go. I want them to know. You know,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
probably say it too. But if they just say, you know, Dad, I just want to go. You know, I don't really know what I want to do, and I just want to go over there just to see how it is. You want me to suffer for that? That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
I'd say let's go over 3
No, no,
weeks.
that's not gonna
check
happen.
out the area.
That was the
that's not-
sharp. You want me to suffer for that? It's like,
I would suffer. I would suffer to
that's
make
the
you better.
point, like,
Right,
that's
I would
the-
suffer
right.
to make you
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Because remember,
Yeah.
the question is not if you have money, do you send them?
right,
You
right,
know,
right.
me and your
No.
mom, we're gonna suffer for you to have a vacation. That's just not gonna
It
happen.
really depends on the kid, I think.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
some
that's
kids, it
Yeah,
makes a
there's-
ton of sense. For
sure.
some,
I agree.
definitely.
The kid should have like
agree.
has a good interview with his father to convince you.
Yeah. Let's see your persuasion.
It's like,
Yeah,
Dad,
better be good.
here's my PowerPoint illustrating
yeah,
the
no,
things
let's
I
see,
intend to
let's see.
learn
Yeah,
on
okay.
my
Yeah,
trip
I mean,
outside
right,
the
yeah.
country.
Yeah, I'll compare the value and we'll go from there. But obviously, we all want the best for our kids.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right,
obviously,
so like,
obviously.
if it's gonna be best for them, then yes. But it has to. They have to give me a strong reason. If not, you know, the article also talks about those going on working holiday.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
another thing.
I know we're running out of time, but I wanted to bring that up as well, where they're just
Correct.
like a lot of them, even to make it happen, they're like, no, I'm going to work while I'm over there.
Correct.
And Australia is like one of the like most popular places right now because there's lots of working opportunities for those kids.
Correct.
It's close to Japan. They're in the same time zone. Like,
I have some
popular
friends
for-
that did that. Actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
same.
very
Great
common,
for them.
and I think that'd build a lot of character to
Yeah.
go study and then do like a part-time job at the same time.
Same.
But yeah.
You know, I love to get more into this. If you guys would like the news section of this podcast, this is just the first episode. Let us know. But that's it for the Focus on Japan podcast. We'll see you later, and have a good day. Bye bye. Okay, good.
Cool.